anticipated conference matchup made more compelling because both teams come in ranked in the top 25. This is going to be fun. Welcome to Lincoln, Nebraska, home of some of the most loyal fans in the sport. Memorial Stadium, home of the Nebraska Cornhuskers. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Old Dominion Monarchs, taking on the 12th-ranked team, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Hermstreet. Kirk, let's get this thing going. The Monarchs will kick this deep to get us going. So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. So the Nebraska Cornhuskers offense making their way on the field today. Got a wide receiver here, Kirk, coming off a career performance last game. He was really unstoppable, bouncing around all week, looking to build on that and do even better this time.
Yeah, I think last week the thing that stood out when you looked at the film was he had a lot of one-on-one opportunities, and he made that defense really pay for it. Now it's a new week. New challenge. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I don't leave this guy alone coming off of the game that he had last week. Let's see how they defend him and how this offense can respond.
But the play loses yardage. Very tough second down coming up now.
You know, he had nobody open downfield because of great coverage there by this defense. But what I love to see is how they run to the ball. He checks it down, and this guy's got nowhere to go. It's a big loss.
The loss sets up a 2nd and long from the 20.
Let's go!
Ball handed off. He shreds the tackle. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now. The Huskers will line up to punt it away. No fair catch. Looking to make a return here. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. So the Old Dominion Monarchs offense takes the field. Our first chance to see them today. Hey, Kirk, this is going to be fun. One of the best edge matchups we're going to see all season long. Elite wide receiver, elite corner, both competitive guys ready to go at each other.
And you know this corner, we had a chance to visit with him this week. He wants to be on an island against one of the best receivers in the country. And he's going to get that chance today to have a chance to showcase that he, in fact, is the top corner in college football.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Nowhere to run up the middle. Both these teams told us they're eager to prove a point. Here we are mid-season. They both earned their spot in the rankings, but we expect a tight competitive battle today.
Well, that's the beauty of these top 25 matchups in the middle of the year. A little bit of a better handle on who these teams are. Love the fact that we get these two teams on the field. May the better team win, and hopefully it's a close one all the way to the end. Boy, it's one of the things I love about this running back. It's not just this defense trying to defend him running the football. As you can see here early in this game, trying to get him involved in the passing game. Great call.
He'll toss it to the back. First down, looking for more now. Finally brought down, but the option produces a big gain that time. That's great execution.
Oh, man, what a read here by this quarterback. You know, he's trying to keep it himself until the defense takes him away. Good job of pitching it. And how about the skill guys on this offense? Can they cover some ground? Great pickup for this offense.
Brought down at the 7, but the completion moves him into scoring position.
Good job by this quarterback recognizing not just the blitz, but seeing the man coverage, able to put that right on the money to be able to pick up a nice gain.
Looking for 6, and it's incomplete, targeting a man right near the goal line.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
3rd and short to try to pick it up on the ground. Did not get there, and now it's going to bring up 4th down and 1.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Here we go on 4th down. And the Lions pick up enough for a first down here.
This is what an RPO can do in this kind of situation. Kind of freeze those linebackers, open up those running lanes and the coverages to give this quarterback the option for a quick handoff or a quick pass. Here he sees the linebackers are back, hands it off, and picks up a critical 4th down.
First and goal, handoff. You'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
And the crowd really making some noise now, trying to help out this defense to get this stop near the goal line. Here's the option play. They'll hand it off. Stop for no gain defense. Very stubborn here down near the goal line.
Oh, the defense is ready for that one. They almost got that blown up before it got started.
It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Launching one to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Old Dominion.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT is good, so it's 7-0. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there and booted away. On the kickoff is hammered, sails out the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Nebraska offense back out on the field. Last time was a quick 3-and-out. Can they get a drive going this time? Looking to throw it on first down. Receiver makes the catch. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Incomplete. That should have been caught. That's on the receiver.
Now here's an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't quite have the concentration or the focus necessary. Ends up dropping it before he could bring it in.
So it's 3rd and long from the 29. The defense play coverage or blitz. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. The short completion of the tight end. Enough for a first down at the 37.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on 3rd down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
Breaks into the clear. It's a huge gain down to the 16 in one play. They've suddenly become a threat to score. The Cornhuskers pick up enough for a first down. They're moving the receiver now before the snap. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Running back grabs it on a screen. And they finally tackle him down at the 1. Big gain on the pitch and catch.
Boy, this is great execution here on this screen play to the running back to pick up big yards in the first down. I think in the process, Chris, they sent a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on you.
On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, it is tough to run the football inside this 5-yard line. Give all the credit to that defensive line, eating up those linemen, allowing the rest of the defense to fly to the football for that short loss.
And it's Old Dominion in front now. And at the end of the first quarter, let's check out the stats so far. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up with a 2nd and goal. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
What a great play by the defense here. Getting close to the goal line, not only do they come up with a big stop, but they send them backwards in the process.
Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. He's got it right near the end zone. And he scores! Touchdown, Nebraska! No surprise there, Kirk. It's a red zone touchdown to the big tight end.
Well, the tight ends are usually much more involved out in the red zone because of their size and their skill set allows them to be more effective down in this area. Now, they may not hurt you on the big, long throw, but they can use their bodies to provide the quarterback a nice target when the defense is so condensed.
Fields it just outside the goal line. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. Old Dominion's offense retakes the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop? They'll run the option. Here's a fumble way behind the line of scrimmage.
Pretty good execution here by the offense. The quarterback keeps the ball, and the only thing is he doesn't take care of the ball once he gets upfield. The defense alertly knocks that ball loose and gets on top of it.
First down and goal now. Can they punch it in? Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. All right, 2nd down and goal now for this offense. Trying for the end zone, running it right up the gut. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
Well, they get stopped here on 2nd down. It's going to bring up a 3rd and goal situation. And from this far back out, wouldn't be surprised to see them go through the air. Just don't want the quarterback to take a sack here. Make sure he gets the ball out of his hands quickly.
Oh, they trap him for a sack.
Boy, how about this defense? What a job there on 3rd down. Backed up close to their own goal line, come up with a huge sack on 3rd down, and force a field goal.
So on 4th down, they will settle for a field goal attempt. Knocks that one right down the middle.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. He'll return it from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Monarchs offense is back out on the field now. A fumble the last possession only led to a field goal. And they shake off that mistake and get it going here. They'll try the option play here. Pitch to the back. Going absolutely nowhere. That'll be a loss on the play.
Well, you talk about a corner who isn't afraid to come up and hit someone. Great play on the outside to wrap the pitchman up and bring him down behind the line. It's good recognition, agility, and speed to make that tackle.
Going backwards to open up this drive after the loss, 2nd down and 15. Wide open downfield. They bring him down, but he reaches the 30-yard line.
Well, Chris, with this style of RPO, the quarterback has to do a really good job of staying on that ride with the running back to make sure that the defense is really up against the run before he can pull it out and throw the football. Here, it's a little further downfield, but the same result as far as the potential and the big gain coming off of an RPO.
The Monarchs with 1st and 10 here. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Breaks into the clear. Breaking tackles and going. And he steps out of bounds, but a solid gain there on the ground.
Boy, what a great job of using his speed. Get him on the edge, allow him to be able to pull away from people, pick up big yards, and come up with a nice first down.
Takes the snap and takes off on the run. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. And the Monarchs trying to cash in here in the red zone. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Off play action, he's looking to throw. On the run here. Let's it go. Caught near the sticks. It's Turner. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
He'll hand it off. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. So that offensive penalty will be declined by the defense. They're happy to take the result of that play. Here's the second down play. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Monarchs. Kirk, they were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and they reached the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. The extra point is good, so it's 14-10 now. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. Kept out of the end zone last time, had to settle for a short field goal. Can they improve upon that here? The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. Here comes a handoff. Nothing doing in that play. The big D tackle there for the stop.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
And he's got it again. He's got the first down and still motoring. Uses the stiff arm and gets past the marker before being taken down.
Boy, Chris, this back is so talented. Picks up another first down. The Nebraska faithful love to see the ball in his hands, just like they love to see the backs over the years. Think about T.O., Tom Osborne, when he had the backs going, Mike Rozier, and Lawrence Phillips, and Amon Green, Roger Craig going way back. More recently, Amir Abdullah, Rex Burkhead. Boy, oh boy, they've had some fun backs to watch.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Oh, the pass rush gets home. They get to the line in a hurry here for this third down. Out of the gun now on third down. The receiver grabs it. They move the ball across midfield and set up a fresh set of downs. On first and 10, looking to throw. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
That's a nice tackle there by the senior. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. That completion makes it second and medium. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up third down.
You know, the game often comes down to a play or two, and the offense just missed a huge opportunity for a big play. Going to have to make some adjustments there and maybe go back to that play and see if they can come up with a big opportunity.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Let's fly out of the wideout. Very tight coverage. It's incomplete on the deflection. So on fourth down, the decision is to trot out the field goal team. This will be about a 53-yard attempt. Let's see if he can get it there. And he's got it. No problem.
Boy, this guy had plenty of leg here, too. Chris, you remember the days when a kick from 50-plus was a major accomplishment? Now these guys knock these out like they're almost automatic.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. He'll bring it out from his end zone. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Old Dominion offense is back out on the field now. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. Here's a screen pass to the running back. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Chris, it really looked to me like those linebackers in zone coverage had their eyes in the backfield looking at the quarterback. They lost the running back sneaking out on that angle route. And I thought the quarterback did a nice job of waiting, being patient, and then making a nice throw for a first down.
The back's got it on the pitch. Breaks free. As the first down is still going. Brought down after a big gain and a first down. Defense, no answer for the option that time. The Monarchs hustle to the line to run the hurry up. And looking to throw now on first down. Hit as he released it. Lofted it in there, but it falls incomplete.
Man, he got crushed there, didn't he, Chris? And we know this guy is their superstar. He's their leader. But based on that last play, this offensive line's got to do a better job of recognizing that they got to take care of him.
And the incompletion now makes it 2nd and 10 from the 49. Second down, we're going to throw it. Pulls it in. It's Turner. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. Play fake, looking to throw. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a fourth down.
Whoa, you talk about a big hit there. I think this guy holds on to this football at a critical third down if this linebacker doesn't lower the blow. Great timing on that hit to prevent the PI call and to get this team to fourth down.
And the Monarchs will send the punt team onto the field. And he punts it out of bounds, so no return. So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here, less than 30 seconds before halftime. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And they'll tackle him about the 23-yard line. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first 2 quarters in Lincoln, but let's just go with notable. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big, fat W. And on that note, time to throw it back to our guys at the stadium.
All right, Kevin, thank you for the update. The Cornhuskers will kick this away to get the second half going. Return starts from inside the 5. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. Old Dominion's offense retakes the field. Quarterback's got it on the option. And now the handoff. The fullback gets stuffed for a loss. Ran into a wall there.
Well, when they called that one in, I doubt they thought it was going to go backwards like it did. Normally, you can get a few out of these option plays, but they got nothing here.
Moves to his left now, escaping the pocket. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
That's what I really love about this quarterback. Looks downfield, everybody's covered. Instead of just throwing this ball away, he's got the athletic ability to make this defense pay for it by picking up some good yards.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Catch made on the right side. And he's marked out of bounds after an excellent game, but there is a flag on the field. This one might be coming back. Now, instead of a nice gain, they're going backwards with that penalty call. And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. Here's the throw deep downfield. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Breaks into the clear right down the middle. End zone ahead. And it's a long-distance house call. Touchdown, Old Dominion.
You know, we're seeing more and more of this in college football. Guys in that slot that got the ability to get downfield vertically. It's a mismatch if you have the right guy. This time they get the matchup that they want, hit it for a big one.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. And the point after makes the lead 8. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And the deep kick will sail out the back of the end zone for a touchback. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. Here's the handoff. Breaks free. Picks up the force, looking for more. And the big fella's Kirk flowing to the right there. The defense just has no answer. It's a huge gain.
Yeah, and what a patience there by the running back. Just allowing those blocks to be set up there off to the right. And then once he saw the crease in the defense, accelerates through that hole to show you what kind of speed he has for a big gain in the first down.
Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
This defense reminds me of a group that just is all about preparation. They are completely dialed in on this play. Yeah, they give up the completion, but how about that? Nowhere to go after the catch.
And the quarterback keeps it here. And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. They didn't lose any yards, which is great. I think they're definitely looking for more from that play.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Incomplete. There's a marker down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So the offense obviously will decline the penalty and take the result of the play. And the Huskers will line up to boot it away. Looking to kick it away for the second time. Kicked it too far. It lands in the end zone for a touchback. They're going to run the option. The lateral goes wrong. The offense makes the recovery and takes off.
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks have got to do a better job of having awareness and taking care of the football. Felt like he got the ball away from his body there a little bit, allowing it to be knocked free. He caught a break because one of his own teammates was able to see that and get on top of the ball.
From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Tough running there, but not quite enough for a first down.
Christine, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
The pocket breaking down. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on third down, but now it brings up fourth. The Monarchs will send their punt team onto the field. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. Here comes the Nebraska offense back out on the field. They came up empty on the last possession, forced to punt it away. Can they begin to click now? It's an RPO. The quarterback gets it out quickly. The defense all over him. They stop him right at the line. Getting set. Here's second down. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. Tackle made after a big gain all the way to the 36.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Second down play coming up. Offense looking to throw the ball. Lets it go quickly. Makes the catch near the sideline and keeps the foot in bounds. That's enough for a first down.
Good route running by that receiver on the corner. Was able to make a sharp break and run toward that open hole in the defense.
The Huskers churn out another first down. Looking to throw it from the red zone. And the pass is incomplete. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. Catch is made behind the line of scrimmage. And it'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Boy, they're just fundamentally sound, right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Back to throw again. Looking to the end zone. Looking for a touchdown, but it's incomplete.
I don't mind this aggressive approach here by the offensive coordinator, taking a shot downfield on third down. Now you can either kick the field goal or still have a chance to go for it.
And that one's straight down the middle.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He's got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. And the Monarchs offense is back out on the field now. They were forced to punt it last time. Now they're looking to respond and add to this lead. And they'll start the drive here from the 23-yard line. They'll try to run it with the option. He'll pitch it. Has the first down and more. Ball carrier steps out, but a solid gain on the ground that time.
Man, the defense, it's all about assignment football. Somebody's got to be able to account for the quarterback, which they do. Nobody's left for the pitch man. Good job by this offense picking up some positive yards.
Picks up 3 yards, so second and 7.
Well, that's just being crafty right here by this quarterback. It's not there. You pick up what you can and stay ahead of the chains. And who knows, do this enough, they'll have to start spying on this quarterback, which could open up some passing lanes that weren't there before.
And they finally get him down, but the quarterback keeper there picks up a big chunk and a first down.
Give it up for a first down.
As we take a break to flip ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the current national rankings. One quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Handoff here from the shotgun. And brought down at the line with that big defensive tackle.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fit, holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off.
That play was perfectly defended. You know, sometimes as an offense and offensive coordinator, you hit a wall, and it's time to mix some things up on what you show the defense.
The play fake, he'll look to throw it. Tries to beat the pressure with a deep shot. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now. And the Monarchs will have to punt this one away. This one down at the 15. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. The last possession, they moved it, but settled for a chip shot. So sort of an unsatisfying result. Looking to do more here. There's the handoff. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Dump off caught by the running back. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
I'll tell you what, man, this defensive speed is electric. Great job of running to the football. Nowhere to go at all after that throw.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. It's a solid gain. Moves the ball out to the 28.
Watch big-time play by the wide receiver. He makes the catch, breaks the tackle, and then gets some yards afterward.
The Cornhuskers begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Receiver in motion now. He finds some space. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelbacker, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
A little bit too much air on that throw by the junior quarterback. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. The defense stops him just short of the marker. That'll bring up 4th down. The Cornhuskers will line up to kick it away. And he boots it high into the air. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. And the Old Dominion offense is back out on the field now. They're trying to build on their lead that were forced to punt on the last possession. pre-snap movement in the backfield. Offense will keep it on the ground here. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw there. He should have pulled that ball out and tried to make a throw, but instead he hands it off to the poor running back, and it's a tackle for a loss.
Grab down the middle. It's Turner. And that game moves the ball across midfield. First down coming up from the 46. First down here for this offense. Grinding away with the running game.
Yeah, I like the run play here. And offensively, at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
Second down after that run on the previous play. An inside give now from the shotgun. And the Salk were able to bring him down quickly. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. One of the biggest plays we've had so far. Third down and the crowd really getting into it. And he dumps it off to the tight end. They make the tackle, but all the way down to the 17. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. The Monarchs pick up enough to get a first down there. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Looks like a man is down in the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Important second down play coming up. Hand off to the right side. Not much on that play, brought down short.
Positive yards are always important for an offense, but at this stage of the game, late in the ball game, playing with the lead, you're thinking about working that clock and continuing to keep the ball in bounds.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. He's brought down, but good for a first and goal at the 4.
What a drive by this offense. Another big gain, and look at the defense. Huffing and puffing, hands on their hips. This offense is wearing them down both mentally and physically.
And the Monarchs line it up with first and goal. A pre-snap motion from the offense. Caught near the goal line. And he's in. Touchdown, Monarchs.
Well, that's why you practice right there, Chris. This offense had the pressure, the game on their back. They deliver, they get a touchdown, and now make this a 2-possession game with under 2 to go. Like their odds of closing this game out.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. Extra point up and good, so the lead is 12 here in the fourth quarter. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away.
Nebraska, 16.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Johnson. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. Desperate times here. They need points, and they have to score quickly. On first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Swarm for the pass rush. A sack. They'll crank up the tempo here on second down. The time is running out. Quarterback drops back. Here's the target, and it's complete. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. And he'll drop back here on third down. Oh, and it's incomplete. Tried a little lob pass there, but doesn't work.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on 3rd down and long. Hey, it's a bit of a risk, but with that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you got to go for it here and hope to convert on 4th and long.
Trying for a 4th down completion. Makes the catch downfield. They make the tackle, but he easily gets 1st down yardage, and the drive keeps going. And he'll set up to throw. And he drops it. Can you believe it?
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you just have too much time in your hands. You end up thinking way too much. Gets your hands a little shaky.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. No connection there. The pass is incomplete.
Chris, this offensive coordinator is going to have to adjust. We've seen hits and sacks and pressure on this quarterback all game long. They've got to find a solution to create more time for the quarterback to be able to throw the football, or maybe completely overhaul and change what they're doing on offense.
Looking to throw again. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack. The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Play fake, looking to throw. Lets it go under heavy pressure, taking a shot. And it's incomplete to end the drive. A turnover on downs here in the late stages of this game. Old Dominion's offense retakes the field. The offense with 3 tight ends now on 1st down, trying to create a mismatch. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Now it's 2nd down here. It's an option look. Pitch play to the back. Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss.
There you go. Love to see the willingness of a corner who's not just out there to cover, but he's a complete corner. That's what he just displayed, an ability to come up, took the pitch on, and that's a loss for the offense.
And it's hauled in. Catch made way downfield. He makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Old Dominion.
You know, coaches love to see a football team that doesn't get caught up in the scoreboard. They're just out executing and doing what needs to be done. That's what we're seeing from this offense. Yeah, they continue to put points on the board and they're pulling away. I just love to see the execution and how they're going about their business.
Now the all-important extra point. Extra point up and good. A 19-point lead now here in the final quarter. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown.
Nebraska, 16.
Bringing it out. It's Johnson. And the returner brought down by that coverage team. And the drive will begin backed up at their own 10-yard line. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. He's running out of time here. Oh, they've got him there. The defense gets to him. Never had much of a chance, and that is the final play. This is an impressive performance. They played a good football team here today, Kirk, but they just dragged them behind the woodshed and dominated from the start. This is going to catch people's attention.
Yeah, I think most people are going to be in awe when they look at the results of this game. Unbelievable job by this team, dealing with the expectations, the pressure, and as you said, playing a good team. This was a big-time win and an opportunity to really continue to move up.
And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Street, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.